Hi viewers, now I would like to explain about SOQL query. Full form of SOQL is Salesforce Object Query Language. By using SOQL queries, we can retrieve the records from one or more Salesforce objects. Salesforce object. While retrieving the records, we can define our own user-defined conditions to filter the records. By using queries, we can either one or more or all records from the Salesforce objects. Query. It is a request to the database to fetch the required records from Salesforce objects based on conditions. It is request to the database to fetch the required records from the Salesforce object based on the condition. Syntax of SQL query is select column names from object name. Some class is available to fetch the records based on some conditions. Those are called clauses. Here where class, where condition. Next group by, having, order by, limit, offset, all rows for update. Here limit and offset. Offset means, first of all let me discuss about limit. Limit means how many records query has to fetch. That is defined by limit. Each and every page, how many records it has to display, that is defined by offset. That is a use of limit and offset. Next, governor limits. We can have maximum 100 SOQL queries inside a transaction. Why governor limits are required means to give better performance to all organizations of Salesforce. Salesforce imposed a governing limits. SOQL query has two governing limits. One is we can able to use 100 SOQL queries in a transaction. That is first governor limit. Second one is with help of SOQL query we can fetch maximum 50,000 records. Maximum 50,000 records. These two are governing limits in SOQL. Next one, ways to write SOQL query. We can execute the SOQL query by using the below ways. By using query editor. After logging into Salesforce instance, if you observe developer console, bottom of developer console, there are some options available. In their options, one of the options is query editor. Once the query has been parsed by the compiler, it will execute the query in a database.com and display the result in a result window. If any error found in the query, it will display the error message in a result window. If any error found in the query, it will display the error message in result window. I will show you how to parse the query in developer console. Log into Salesforce instance. Go to your name, click on developer console. In developer console, bottom of this window, there are some features available. Let's close these all these results. Open this window. If you click here query editor, Here one window will open, small window. This is called query editor. Here we can able to execute the queries. For suppose select ID from account. Now click on execute button. It executes this query and it fetches the records. It fetches the records like this. This is query editor. For example, write an SQL query to fetch account ID, name, rating, industry, values from account object. Here select keyword, first fill ID, name, rating, industry from account. Let's select this query. Take developer console. Query editor. Click on execute. Select ID, name, rating, industry from account. This query has to start with finder select. Click on execute. Now this query executed, it fetches the records like this. One more example, write an SQL query to fetch first name, last name, email, phone, fax from contact object. Select first name, last name, email, phone, fax from contact like this. If you want to form the query based on custom object and custom field means, we have to post fixed those fields and object with underscore C. Write an SQL query to fetch the driver name, owner name from Skoda object. This is custom. These two are custom fields: driver name and owner name. And Skoda is the custom object. Select driver name, owner name from Skoda. Apex provide two types of SQL queries. SQL queries are mainly two types. One is static SQL query. Static SQL queries contains the columns and conditions as static. These are called hard-coded conditions. Hard-coded conditions. Static SQL query should be enclosed in square braces. Example: select fields from object. This query contains the square braces. This is the formation of dynamic SQL query. Static SQL query. Static SQL queries will be executed automatically by Apex programming. Next, second type of query is dynamic SQL query. These are used to prepare the SQL query dynamically at runtime based on user-defined conditions. Dynamic SQL query need to explain explicitly by using database.query. Here observe one thing, two types of queries. If you want to execute static SQL query, no need of any method. It executes automatically. But if you want to execute a dynamic SQL query, we have to use one method, that is database.query. Upon executing SQL query, it may return either one record or more records as a result. If SQL query returns only one record, if the query returns only one record as a result, then we need to store the result into associated object. Like this: account ACC, select ID, name, rating, industry from account, like this. Here with help of system.debug printing statement, we are displaying these elements. Let's acc.id, acc.name, ac.industry, ac.rating, like this. Next, if SOQL query returns multiple records. If query returns multiple records as a result, then we need to store the records by creating a collection clause of the associated object. If query returns multiple records, we will take help of collections to store those records. Here we are taking list of position underscore lstpos equal to select id name position underscore c. If lstpos dot is empty, now we are checking null pointer exception here. If lstpos this collection is not empty, then only we are iterating all records in this lstpos into string variable pos, and with the help of pos dot id pos dot name, with the help of this pos string variable, we are displaying the field values with the help of system.debug printing statement. System.debug printing statement. Here we saw how to store the store if query returns multiple records. Here we are seeing how we store if query returns only one record, and what is dynamic SOQL query and what is static SOQL query, and some examples, simple examples, and how to write SOQL query and SOQL query governing limits, and some class and introduction of SOQL query, Salesforce object query language.